Hello, everyone. Are you troubled by strange noises in the middle of the night? Do you experience feelings of dread near the basement and the attic? Have you or a loved one seen a spook, specter, or ghost? Well, if the answer is yes, then this is the podcast perfect for you. Today, we have two members of the Ghostbuster Coalition. To my right, we have Dave, and down below, we have Ghostbuster Dave. Say hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
So, today's episode, of course, we are looking at two gentlemen who volunteer as Ghostbusters. They go and do many different charity work. They have fun doing this, and they love what they do. So, let's talk to them both and see what got them into doing this. Let's go ahead and start with Ghostbusters Dave.
All right. So what got me into this? I used to volunteer at Snow Rally for about 10 years. I moved to Traverse City. I started volunteering at the Comic-Con here in town for about 6 years. And I wanted to be more. And I just happened to run into Nate, and I became a Ghostbuster. And since that, I literally jumped in 2 feet forward, and here we are. 4 years later, I have my own ecto. I've met tons of people. It's been a great experience.
I like that. I mean, I've seen Dave here to my right many times at the Comic Con as well as my work, but seeing personally everyone getting together and doing that is just an amazing experience. Love it.
For myself, it's like having a second family. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't really talked a lot to Dave, but I feel like I'm closer to Dave because of Ghostbusters, because we have that general connection. You know what I mean? That general understanding.
A full camaraderie of everything that you guys believe in.
Totally. And it's all
Yeah.
over the world. Like, when I got into it, I would have never thought it was all over Michigan, and it's all over the world. Everyone just putting on nerdy suits and trying to better their situation for other people. It's awesome.
Definitely. Hey, Dave,
Yeah.
how did you get into it?
Well, actually, I answered an ad on Facebook. I've just there's a local group here up here where I live at, where looking for somebody to join, and they invited me to an event, and next thing you know, I was donning on a uniform, proton pack, and going to Comic Cons and and everything. And I just wanted to have fun and be part of the fun. I've always been wanted to be a life of the party. And then getting involved with the coalition and everything. So it's pretty much how I got involved. I can't tell you how long it's been since I've been in the group, but I can tell you they're great people, and they're fun, very fun people, and they love to entertain others and everything.
So basically, what you're saying is you answered the call.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, somebody's like, "How'd you find the Ghostbusters?" I'm like, on Facebook. They were, they said, do you want to, be a Ghostbuster? I'm like, oh, I do like the movie. Why not try? So
Definitely, that works. Yeah, I like that. I mean, they go ahead and reach out. They ask, "Hey, is anyone interested in doing some fun work, joining the group? Like-minded people." And yeah, life imitates art that imitates life and became a reality. Very cool. Now, recently there was a small little event not too long ago for the Midland Mall, right? You guys were both able to attend that, right?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Let's go ahead and talk about the con like that compared to Grand Rapids, compared to the Cherryland up in Traverse and others you've evented, just a little bit indifferent.
Go ahead, Dave. I'll let you go first.
All
There you
right.
go.
Well, yeah, it was a great event. It was real fun. Once again, I got to meet, you know, I like Ghostbuster Dave said, we're like family. I got to see, my extended family again, which was totally awesome. Um, just get to laugh, get to cut up, sore feet, good food. Yeah. So that was basically pretty much enjoyable. And then also, get to see Gozer, that this lady was dressed up as Gozer is just totally a blast. She done a great job, um, and everything. So
And how was that
besides seeing all the other cosplays, because seeing like, people in suit is kind of normal, you know what I mean? But seeing like Dave said, the Gozer and they had Lewis Tully there, that was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
But I thought the event itself for the things they had for the kids. I did the Ghostbuster training, and some of us Cherryland Ghostbusters did it, and I thought it was fun. It was a great idea for the kids. Really, I walked through and wanted to steal all their ideas. So for our events, it was all easy DIY stuff. I wish I would have thought of it, to be honest. But it was a fun thing to do. I mean, even for us adults to do. So I can imagine the kids living, it really did empower the Ghostbusters. You know what I mean? It was all there, and just all the other people that all the artists and stuff like that. Everyone had some kind of Ghostbuster thing, so it was all Ghostbuster themed, but it was everyone else's medium, which was awesome to see. You know what I mean? You got to see your love across tons of different canvases, unlike going to a regular Comic-Con where it's comic books, sketches. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that stuff's not cool, but you know what I mean? Your mediums are a little more pen and paper. You know what I mean? Where something like that, it's way broader. I got change purses, leather keychain, 3D printed stuff. Yeah, it was all across the board. Plus, the stores had Ghostbuster stuff too. It was pretty cool. I really thought that Paul did a nice job.
He did. He did a wonderful job.
I wish I would have been able to go. I would have loved to have seen that. But all I had
it was
was
a blast.
Yeah, all I had was what you guys were showing me on Facebook, and it seemed like a lot, but at the same time, not enough. There was so much more that you probably could have seen, and by the sounds of it, there was.
Yeah,
Now,
I only went one day, and I only know I've seen one half of the mall.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I knew there was a whole nother side I didn't even see.
Gotcha. So, what kind of training was it that you guys did for the kids?
So they had a thing where you had to reach into slime and pick out items, and you got your items like little prizes. They had 3D printed Slimers and 3D printed Stay Puffs that you could color. You got an ID badge, which I thought that was cool. And there was a couple of us that went and did it, and we're gonna make them actually part of our uniform, stuff like that.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, they had a couple little events, for kids. I think their one was like you had to answer 3 questions. You had a certificate at the end and stickers.
Ooh, I like that.
I think the sticker I got was a firehouse sticker. I don't think I've ever seen a firehouse sticker, so like mine. But yeah, it was fun. It was really well done.
Now, I've seen online. I think you're the one who posted it on Ecto42's Facebook page. But apparently, worldwide, everyone that is part of the Ghostbuster coalitions has a badge that's at their original firehouse in New York as well.
Yeah. So Nate's got our Cherryland badge there, and I'm not sure who else is in the correlation, but I know there's a couple different ones in the correlation.
Wow. Just to think that everyone is banded together in such a huge franchise like this for a good cause, but at the same time is recognized in the place that started it all, you know? That's
Yeah.
really, really cool.
And it's kind of crazy how the actors treat all of us. You know, I mean, I've never met any of them, but I've heard other stories where they take the time out to, sign and shake hands and stuff like that because they've never envisioned the stuff that we do when they made Ghostbusters in '84. You know what I mean? They were just making a movie. They weren't trying to change the world in a sense. You know what I mean? That's all we do, little by little. So it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it sounds like it. I mean, who would have thought? A small movie itself, just one, would not only spawn off multiple sequels, but an inspiration throughout the world.
40 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the best part now. You see people my age, still loving the movie, but now they're bringing their kids into a whole new generation. You know what I mean? And at the same time, Ghostbusters themselves are making a whole new generation.
Yep.
Definitely.
I mean, I hope these kids get to have the same experience we do 40 years from now.
The way things are going, I highly doubt this will ever die out. I mean, everyone has so much fun. I mean, anytime I've gone to the con, I see the kids, I see everyone else, they go up to your guys' booths, and there's just nothing but smiles and awe.
And it goes both ways. You know what I mean? Those kids coming up and smiling at us, and they're all happy, but that makes us happy too. You know what I mean? Yep. Yeah. There's nothing that would change your attitude around to a smile than a little kid coming up and wanting a picture with you. You know what I mean? I still say I'm just a monkey in a suit all the time that people joke around and stuff like that, but I have people that stop me in my community and stuff like that and thank me for the little bit that I do here or there and stuff like that. And that means a lot to me. And I know that those kids love that.
Yeah, it's one thing I like dressing up. It's like around our Halloween parties here in the community I live in. The kids love it. They'll come up to me and want their pictures taken. They're like, "Hey, David, can I have?" Yeah, you have your picture taken, and everything. And then some people want to play with the Neutrino wine. I'll pull it out, let them fire it up a few times. Even my son today still likes to play with it. So yeah, it's a blast.
I think it was best said in the second movie when the guy comes up, "Hey, my little brother wants one of those things. What's the chance I can get one?" He's really hyped up about it.
Yeah. That's just a little known singer and a little part in a movie.
Bobby Brown.
Yep.
But it's not a toy.
Nope, definitely not a toy.
And, that's kind of funny because I've learned that Ghostbusters as a community as a whole, but you're either a pack person or you're an ecto person. There's not too many people that have either or. And it's kind of funny because that's why I never really did anything with my pack upgrades or anything like that, because I wanted the kids to be able to wear it. You know what I mean? Be able to just hit that button. But there's some people's packs that it can get crazy, thousands of dollars. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I get it. I wouldn't want a kid to wear a $1,000 pack, but I got some, $60 cheap pack, but it brings a lot of smiles, and that's what it means.
Very, very nice. But yeah, I mean, I like the packs, I like the gear, but I definitely love the car. But then again, who doesn't like the car?
Oh yeah.
It's kind of funny because I never grew up as a car person. I wasn't a car person until I got my Subi and became a Ghostbuster. And I'm like, okay, I'm a car person.
Yeah, I would not mind actually dressing mine up as an ecto, but I don't have the vehicle for it.
You know, I've seen so many vehicles that have been ectofied. I don't think there's a car that hasn't been. Color, make, model, it doesn't matter.
A very tiny sedan.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
I saw a smart car.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
I've
well.
seen smart cars, yeah. Coopers.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe the Ecto 1/2 is a Mini Cooper. Yeah. I can't
All right.
remember what correlation he is in, but I've seen him in the Ecto groups, and it's Ecto 1/2. And I was like, that's genius.
Man. Now I'm gonna have to search for that because that sounds brilliant.
Yeah. It's pretty cool looking. If I find it, I'll send you a picture and I'll let you know.
Sounds good. And who knows? Maybe he'll show up one of these days at one of the cons around here. Then we can actually see it.
Right? You never know.
Now, aside from the Comic Cons here, I'm assuming you guys branch out and do additional fundraising work through other communities as well.
I do.
You guys have anything coming up here in the near future?
So I believe we will be having a live feed with the kids again here in the next month. With Michael Stevens.
Okay.
His foundation works with terminally ill kids. So he does a 24-hour live stream.
Oh,
where he
okay.
plays games and stuff like that. And then he'll have a list of things he'll do for money and stuff like that. And I'm trying to talk Nate into doing shots of hot sauce with me, but Nate's not having it.
Good luck with that.
I know. I was like, it's for the kids. He's like, no, I can't handle that stuff.
So maybe not do it an actual shot, but go ahead and do kind of like the hot ones.
Yeah.
Do the dabs right there of some chicken, or instead of chicken, do the hot ones, do something else. What else could go perfect with hot sauce? Pizza.
Well, Michael Stevens gets a little crazy. Like the last time he took the one chip challenge, and I was like, But I think it was like $1,000. That you know what I mean. If you paid that $500, so I would do that. You know what I mean. Why wouldn't you do that to change another kid's life if you could?
Yeah, definitely.
And that's just one of many groups that we work with. We do things for Feed a Kid here in town, Toys for Tots, Alzheimer's walks. Okay. We work with them a lot. Just anything that needs a smile, we're here in the community.
I would definitely love to get involved with stuff like that as well. That is just brilliant.
Yeah. It's kind of weird the things that we've gotten into. I never thought I would ever be a wrestler.
Okay.
But I've wrestled under Ghostbuster Dave, and I will wrestle again under Ghostbuster Dave. Did you not know that either, Dave?
I did not.
Yeah, that's one of my many things I do as Ghostbuster Dave. And any money that I would raise, I would just give back to the military in Cadillac. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've been so busy with Ghostbuster stuff that I haven't been able to really get up off my lazy butt and go wrestle. But I'm there. I'm there every week at Cadillac, and I love that situation. You know what I mean? Because it's kids that might not have been able to get out and see us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At a con or event like that, when the kids are always coming and asking me to sign their autographs. You know what I mean? Which is cool. You know what I mean? They know me as a Ghostbuster.
Man, one of these days I'm gonna have to check out that event. But
there he is.
Oh, there we go.
That was weird.
There's
All
probably
three
a
of us.
little bit of buffering.
But yeah,
Ooh.
every month in Cadillac, I'll send you the schedule.
Okay. Yeah,
Usually
that'd be awesome.
Saturdays.
Okay.
Come on down. You can be my guest.
Okay. Yeah, that'll definitely work.
Yeah, it's fun.
Well, believe it or not, it's something I've always loved is wrestling. I grew up watching it. There's been times where me and my friends, we had a sparring group where we were in martial arts and did a lot of things like that. But yeah, always thought about it. Just never thought that I'd ever get a chance to even get in the ring. So it was one of those, it's a dream. I'll enjoy it as a fan.
I never thought that I would ever get into the ring either. It just started off as them bringing us in and us telling them what we do and just giving us Caroline Ghostbusters 5 minutes in the ring to tell them, our story. And it's spun out of control from there because I'm not a person that just goes little. I have to go big or go nothing. So here
I
I
hear
am.
that.
I'm that guy.
Go
But you see,
big.
that's a good guy.
Yeah.
So. But earlier you said about you got to get off your lazy butt to go ahead and do things. You've been doing a lot. I don't see how that's even possible saying that you have a lazy butt.
That's what people tell me, and I could do more, I guess. You know what I mean? And that's just how I feel, that I could do more.
Well, maybe
I don't
maybe
know.
it's more of a scheduling conflict. Maybe that's it, rather than
Yeah.
considered lazy.
I think it could be, but I think it's more of a me problem. But either way, Ghostbusters and stuff like that comes first. You know what I mean? And I know that those guys would not want me to change it anyway. You know what I mean? And that it's just they're part of the family, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's awesome that, it's just another group of the family, and it's just, I guess that when you work with people a lot as, Ghostbusters and doing the fundraising and stuff like that, they're not just people, they're family. You know what I mean? The Alzheimer's ladies, they're family, the kids again, their family, Toys for Tot people, their family, you know what I mean? And I think that's what I love best about this is that everyone that we try to help, it's more than that.
Yeah. I mean, we were actually talking about that for last year, where I was asking if you guys are able to come up to an event. But of course, I'm not going to say where or what the event is while we're live or recording anything for posterity reasons. But you know what I'm talking about, at least.
I do.
And I was never able to do any of the help with that previously. I was always told, no, you need to go over here. You have to do this instead. And I was never part of it, even though I wanted to be. Here, I finally was able to be part of it last year. And from that perspective, helping, seeing the kids, seeing the smiles, even though I'm not doing anything special, if you will, it's the fact
Right.
that I'm there. And it makes me want to do more.
Oh yeah. That's all it takes is just that one moment. You know what I mean? You're changing that kid's life, even if it is for that day, to making them that smile. A lot of those kids, you don't know what their story is. As I grew up, I came from the other side of the state where life was a little poorer. You know what I mean? So I guess that led me to want to do more now. You know what I mean? I wouldn't change any of it, but it's just, I guess the background, people's different backgrounds, but we all want to do the same thing.
What you're saying is you have a really big heart.
I guess.
It does.
Well, after the first movie, we now know what happened to the State Puft Marshmallow Mans. You consumed it, and it is right there, bringing to the world and helping those. Yeah, I love it. Just amazing.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
But both of you guys do amazing work.
Well, thank
Now,
you.
Dave, you also went ahead and changed jobs where you're helping more people as well.
Yes, word
And
from
just, I love it. Both of you guys right here. I mean, Ghostbusters 1 minute, humanitarians the other. Just
yeah.
all of it.
Julia, are you there?
So,
Any,
I am
any,
here. Yes.
oh, sorry, my daughter's doing speech therapy on the other computer. So,
Oh, you're good.
anytime we can get our suits on, really, you know what I mean. I don't want to say it's an excuse, but any excuse we can get to get our suits on, you know what I mean. It's kind of funny. Every time we do a different event, we always have different people to reach out and,
yeah.
oh man, I wish we would have had you there. Oh man, we wish. So it's crazy. Just in the 3 years that we've grown, just Cherryland in our community, then watching all the other groups, Dave's group and other groups do the same thing. Just grow and grow and grow in the community. It's hard not to want to when you see everyone else doing the same thing.
It's true. I mean, they say that smile, it's contagious. The show is helping, and
Yeah.
you help once, you see that reaction, and you want to do it again. But someone else sees you do that and sees how you react, and then they want to do it. Now it spawns, and it's progressive. It just keeps going, and it's a beautiful thing. I mean,
I would
every
agree. Yeah.
time every time that I've gone to the Comic-Con, yes, I've gone for one reason, and that would be see celebrities and just have fun, essentially.
Oh, yeah.
But when I went there the first time and I saw the Ghostbusters, the G.I. Joe, everyone, I was like,
Glasses. I didn't know you had glasses.
I didn't know of this. They're just groups together that are doing cosplays of stuff I loved growing up, and they're doing it for a great cause.
That's the teacher.
Can I get a pamphlet? I need to know more. And yeah, I've wanted to know. I'm trying to make sure that my life and my work allows me some time in between. Because honestly, I would like to join one of the groups to do the same thing to help out.
It helped me well. Like we clean my
Well,
like
Cadillac, we're in Cadillac a lot. You know what I mean?
more room on my decks.
You want to join Cherryland? I know a guy.
They use decks, don't have more
I may actually consider that, but of course, right now life
Well, that's
has to come
wonderful.
first, and I'll have
Yeah.
to figure that out.
Have a nicer.
I get it.
So, but I am a determined person, So
Got some
I've
activities to do today. Let me
Well,
just
when
share
I
my
go ahead and make a promise, I do my best to keep it. And if I can't, believe it, it eats me up on the inside until I can figure things out.
grill. Let me pull up.
Well,
We'll start differently today with.
I hope it all goes well.
It will.
I'm gonna send you this. I'm gonna try
Well,
to send you
that's all we can have is hope. And I appreciate both of you.
so that you can actually.
That's all you can have.
Yourself.
Now, before this episode, I talked to both of you about some pictures and different things that you guys have done. I do have a little slideshow right here. Let me go ahead and show this real quick.
Here we go. Not that one. All right. So.
And I absolutely love the huge smiles too, by the way.
We're gonna do some warming up.
Now, I have to admit, I've lost weight since some of those pictures.
That's what I was thinking too. I was like, man, suck it in, boys.
But that just goes to show how long you've been doing it, how things are going better now.
Yeah.
I mean, the transformation, the progression, everything's good. But I mean, you're at a con, you're outside, you're at different events, you guys are at the mall. It's just, it's all over the place, which is really, really cool. But a lot of people don't think that there's that many places you can do this with, And
Oh, there's a lot.
Oh yeah,
Now-
I tell people all the time, I could literally do an event every weekend and not be in the same place twice. And they're like, no way. I'm like, yeah. Then, you know what I mean? 'Cause you can go all over the GLGC. So we're at, you know, just like Dave said, go visit family.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Now, what are some of your favorite cons or events that you've done? Actually, let's break it down to both. What is your favorite con that you've done? And what's your favorite actual event that's separated from a con that you've done?
All right, you can go first, Dave.
Well, my favorite con I would have to say is the Grand Rapids Comic Con.
Okay.
I love going to it. It's it's local. Most of those people I know are I see on an everyday basis or every other day basis. Um, it's just great just to have friends able to come up and say, "Hey, I know you." I'm like, "Yeah, I work with you." Um, it's a great time. It really is. And then my favorite event, I would have to say would be the Alzheimer's Walk. I really like going up to Cherryland, do that with them. Up in Traverse City. That's a pretty fun event. And then plus, I love walking, and I do it all the time. So
Very cool. I'm gonna have to get a list of some of these events right here to see if I considered attending, because that would be amazing.
So, Cherry Capital, obviously, is my hometown.
Uh-oh. What was that?
I think that was my phone.
Okay. Well, just making sure this is no copyright. We were not trying to play music or anything. That was a mistake. So, YouTube,
Yeah.
sorry.
I don't know.
So,
Okay.
Cherry Capital is obviously my home con. It has a near and dear place in my heart. But I met Kevin Smith last year at AstroCon, so that was kind of cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I got a
That's
picture
awesome.
in suit with Slimer.
Cool.
Yeah. I've done Snowdrift the last 2 years, which is a rally in my hometown of Atlanta.
Okay.
I like doing that besides the wrestling things, just because it's outside of the norm for myself. You know what I mean? I do so many other charitable events. These are just two more that are outside the normal realm of Ghostbusters.
Okay.
Just one of the many things I do as Ghostbuster Dave.
Wow.
So, Snowdrift. Now, is this snowmobiles? Is this cars? Let's
No,
elaborate a
it's
bit
like
more.
Subarus and stuff like that. Travis Pastrana was here this year. Did get a
Okay.
picture with him and but it's like racing, high performance Subaru, Mitsubishi, stuff like that. All wheel drive cars.
Okay. Gotcha.
Ice, but not this year.
Yeah,
Cool.
this year was a little bit different, So,
But the last 2 years I had my car down there with their car. Which was cool.
nice. Okay.
Which was kind of cool because I'm thinking I'm cool having my car down there with all these racers. And all these racers are like, your car's cool too. Like, yeah, sure it is. But that was kind of cool to have that camaraderie with them. You know what I mean? That just kind of nice.
Definitely. I can understand that. Now, of course, between wrestling, but Ghostbusters, have you considered any other type of cosplays that you were thinking about ever doing, or have you done?
So I have considered a couple different cosplays, yes.
Okay.
I haven't done any lately, but I have been wanting to do a Ghostbuster Mandalorian mashup.
Ooh.
But I do also have 3 different suits.
Gotcha.
Like the gray one I'm wearing right now. It's only the second time I've worn this one. I don't think everybody's even actually seen it.
One more time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
I also have a black one on the way.
Rush.
So
Mhm.
I have it, extended the Ghostbusters a little bit also.
Right.
Gotcha.
Again?
Right.
Well, for your Mandalorian idea right there for Ghostbusters, I might actually know someone that can help you out with that.
Oh, that would be awesome.
So I'll have to let you know and let you get in touch with him afterwards.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
Yeah, he does 3D printing for armor specifically. So this guy, he does great work, and it's actually fairly quick and cheap. So you get quality in an affordable price and in a timely manner.
You just told me I have to work more now.
Blur.
Or just dip into some savings.
Right.
But I think that's kind of cool.
Oh, nice. It's
I've always said these last 4 years, all we're doing is friends helping.
Very
A little bit of a conversation like that. You're just trying to help two friends. You know what I mean? I think that's what everyone needs to do is just help a friend, and that's what we try to do.
Exactly. So how about you, Dave? Are there any other type of cosplays you were actually thinking about other than Ghostbusters collaboration of?
Well, I am involved with a Star Trek group, but I don't really get to cosplay with them that much. The Septarian Crystals group. I don't cosplay with them that much. And then I am planning a Ghostbuster mashup, but right now I'm not like telling people what it is. It's kind of kind of a little bit of hush hush underneath the table, but I will drop a hint if anybody is curious. Is a famous DJ.
Okay.
And yeah, and he has something in common with Stay Puft.
Okay.
Oh.
You got it.
I think Dave figured it out.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. Okay, it's a Ghostbuster marshmallow.
Oh yeah.
That's one thing is I'm planning on doing. Maybe I might have it ready by November. Don't hold me to it yet. I'm saving up to get the helmet, and then also too, I want to lose a little bit more weight before I put it in. Now, but then again, the chubbiness will help. but I don't know. I had a chance to meet Marshmallow not too long ago.
Nice.
He was here in Grand Rapids, and I had a chance to meet the character underneath the helmet, or the DJ underneath the helmet, which was a super nice guy. And I was telling him about it. He said, "Oh, that would be a freaking awesome idea." And he's like, I had to send him pictures if I do it. So
I could just see it. You could send him pictures if you do it. You tell him where you're going to be. And you're going to show up there, and all of a sudden he's going to show up next to you and just be like, "What's up, man?"
Yeah, leave it up to Marshmallow. He's like that. He's full of surprises. So
Talk about full of surprises. I mean, not only did you go ahead and meet Marshmallow, you regularly talk to another person that you introduced me to at the Comic-Con the other year. And
Kevin,
it's like,
yes,
it's just like, what the heck? I mean, this guy here, literally, right here, he talks to Kevin, okay? Now, of course, saying the name, doesn't say much, but if I went ahead and told you, what was it, Laser from Dodgeball, or Batman from Sun, yeah, it's like, oh, come on, man. But yeah, he introduces me to them at the Comic-Con, and instead of a handshake, Kevin is a little like, "Come here, man."
Just this big old bear hug, dude.
That's cool.
Yeah, he don't shake hands. He gives bear hugs.
So. He is very cool, honestly. for the same event that I was mentioning, I would love it if he was ever free, because it would be awesome to have him as Batman to show up. Because his Batman is spot on to like Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
He's got the build, he's got the face structure, everything it needs. Batman is Michael Keaton, followed up by Kevin Porter second.
I think I give Christian Bale probably third.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
Okay. Who do you got?
Bale? Never.
All right.
I would. I'm a Val Kilmer guy.
Oh.
Val
Okay.
done a good job. He did.
Yeah.
Val
I
done
would
a
say
really good
Michael
job.
Keaton is Batman. 2 is a toss-up because I'm an old school Batman guy, so I like old school Batman. Plus, he's a mayor. I mean, come on. But right. But Val Kilmer was my favorite Batman growing up. You had your different Batmans. I always liked Val Kilmer. I always liked Jim Carrey as the Riddler. I always wanted to see him as the Riddler again. I thought that was the best villain that they did with Jim Carrey.
Harry was phenomenal as the Riddler, definitely. Makeup, costume, but his mannerisms were spot on for a lot of things too. I mean, what he did with the staff, what he learned how to do with that, and how he did it so seamless. It was just, he embodied the character.
And I've seen people that have cosplayed and they can do that. Like the whole sliding of the staff and stuff like that. The attention to detail when it's those are your little details. It's great to watch people do that whole dance or whatever.
No, I have to agree. I mean, I love to do that myself. When I dress up, I like to embody at least a little bit of that character because people don't know what to expect. You can just be dressing up and, hey, how's it going? Or you can literally bring that character to life.
Right. I think that's one reason why I sat there and created the alter ego Ghostbuster Dave. You know, it just started as a radio call-in name, and then it grew into them being a sponsor, for a year. And I think I put on that suit that says Brown or says Ghostbuster Dave. It's like that, It's like Beetlejuice says, That's how I feel, you know what I mean? I'm here to do a job or do a thing, and it's to make people smile. So.
New practice words that hopefully are more interesting.
Yeah.
We start with this word, then we do this
Definitely.
word, and then this word, all the way
You have
up.
anything to add on to that, Dave?
We say each one 5 times.
It's just like, when I do put on my uniform, it's like a different person that comes out. I'm more, like I said, I like to try to channel like Bill Murray, when I throw them. You'll hear me make comments like, let's say, for example, Midland. There's Jenny Melnitz, woman dressed as Jenny Melnitz. And everywhere I went, I called her Melnitz, And then when she made her appearance, I just brought out, hey, it's Melnitz in uniform, And then, of course, the character Gozer, I was constantly referring to her as Flat Top. So, it's just, I always kind of jump in, to character. I like the Bill Murray's character because his character is totally opposite to what he is in real life. So,
yeah.
You mentioned suits.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned suits, and I was just thinking, I never even thought of, when I became a Ghostbuster, I've met people that actually use Ghostbusters as therapy too. Like, I've met, people with autism that had problems, being out in crowds or, loud noises, but they put on this suit and it's like putting on a cape.
Yep.
Only way cooler.
it just changes their whole attitude. It's just it gives you a chance to be somebody else for a few hours.
Right. And
You know.
I never thought that going into Ghostbusters and you make your suit and you put it on and you feel this, but for someone else to use it as a life tool, you don't think of that. And it's just all those different situations, and it's all in this suit, right? You know what I mean? And it means a lot to a lot of different people in a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
But if you put that suit on, it's all the same. It's all business now. Smiles, you know what I mean? You got a job.
Yeah.
Yes.
But here's a thought. What if you had multiple suits? Not a huge number, but enough. Different sizes for kids. And then while at an event, kids could dress up in a suit that's off the rack right there to get pictures taken with the honorary Ghostbusters.
So that's what I do with my pack. I have a pack that I put on with the kids and stuff like that. But yeah, I never even thought about that, putting on suits.
It wasn't until you mentioned it how when you put the suit on, it's like a life vest right there, and it makes the person feel just confident. I mean, imagine the person's reaction afterwards if they're wearing that, and then right next to a Ghostbuster, no less, right there, like, just
right.
Wow.
We do have people that will come to our events dressed as Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah.
I love it when you see a family come up, like around Halloween and stuff like that. You'll see a family come up, and we're just excited for them and want to check out their suits too.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Because I think that's the best part about Ghostbusters is all the individuality.
Yeah.
Between the cars, the packs, the suits.
What if we do?
what's people's collectibles? You know what I mean? Like what everyone's into is just. I think that's the best part. Besides, obviously, helping.
And of course, with all the different types of media that there's been up around, I mean, you look at the original Ghostbusters, a giant gorilla and two men in a buggy. Then you have Ghostbusters with, the original four, and then you have the real Ghostbusters, Ghostbusters 2, Extreme Ghostbusters, and so forth. Ecto has been different, the different vehicles, the weaponry, the tools, costumes, hairstyles, everyone has been different, showing that there's not really any one particular way to do it right. Just your imagination and your fun.
And they're all represented. You know what I mean? Like everyone, I think, for the most part, loves it all. Like you had your people with the 2018 and Wanaboo and all that nonsense. But you know what I mean? Like it's all represented. Everyone loves this or they love that. They just tie it all together.
Definitely. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like all the movies and the shows, everything. The female cast one, though, I didn't like as much, but for a different reason. And that I'm not going to go ahead and get into. But it was still a great representation regardless. Don't get me wrong.
I loved it. I still love it.
Hedgehog House.
But I will elaborate a little bit more later on, so that way not to draw anyone going, hey, I don't like what he has to say. I'm just saying that it's not horrible. It's just not one of my favorites.
You ain't saying nothing. At least half of Ghostbuster Nation it hasn't already said.
Yeah. I know, but it's Ghostbusters, so what's not to love?
But when you hear my reasoning later, you'll understand why I say it that way.
I know about, it just wasn't written as well as Ghostbusters, but that's not that cast part. That's the writers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. But I love the cameos. Hands down.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, everyone in there, and Bill Murray's cameo. Come on, show me, prove it.
Yeah.
He flew away.
And I still want Holtzman's guns out of her pack. I will make those.
Oh,
those are bad. Yeah. I think that's the best part of that movie is the equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the equipment looks so well.
terrible.
Agreed.
The
And it
bike.
was
I like the bike.
okay. The bike was cool. Yeah. But this is the thing. That was the movie that first really showed you that the equipment could be something different.
Yeah.
And then when people started complaining, that they went back to the cartoons and what happened in there, different equipment is again.
Right.
You had the originals, but you had other modification stuff. And
You got that one by yourself too.
did we forget about that?
And
Or
now
did we
the
just
chips
single-mindedly want to look at one thing for other reasons,
Right.
I want to hear this CH a little bit more.
But it is what it is.
How about
Like I said, I love the Ghostbusters. That theme comes on, doesn't matter if it's only like 2 notes or whatnot. You got my attention.
Yeah.
Oh,
Attention is
yeah.
there.
For sure.
I mean, soundtrack alone, phenomenal. But
Here.
yeah, their delivery of how they did it in the first movie, and then the first time when you go ahead here, Janine, we got a call. We got one. Hits that buzzer,
Yes.
and they just show up in the suits for the first time, and you're in awe.
Yeah.
Nice. I like how you're
I would totally agree.
say it by syllables. That's a
So we
great
are coming close to the end of the show right here.
Great.
Now, do either of you have anything that you'd like to add? Something that
Yes, two.
something that means a lot to you, or something you'd like to say to others of
One.
encouragement? Yeah.
I would just like to say thanks for the opportunity. I'm glad that you picked me and Dave, and follow Cherryland Ghostbusters or Echo 42 if you want to know what kind of fun we have. We literally cover from one side to the other of northern Michigan, so we do a little bit of everything. And I'll even come downstate once in a while.
Yeah.
Nice. Three more.
So, and I'd like to add, follow Sparta Ghostbusters. We're a small group, Sparta, Michigan. Also,
And one.
show your love by making a difference to somebody. Make somebody smile. We love by serving. That's just,
Put together.
remember that. And that's what I think what being a Ghostbuster is about is you loving people by serving them, making them happy, bringing them entertainment.
I
Definitely.
totally agree, Dave.
Entertainment definitely goes in multiple different venues, of course.
Yeah.
But to have this one in particular, the embracing of helping others, is just been a phenomenal idea. And I love how it is just branched out to, like you said, worldwide, not just the continental US, not anywhere else specific, just everywhere you go.
Oh yeah, it's Germany, Ireland, Russia, you name it, we're there.
Which is awesome. Definitely awesome. And of course, anyone watching who's curious about this, like they said, go ahead and follow the Ecto 42 webpage. Check out things on that end. Make sure to Cherryland Ghostbusters, Sparta Ghostbusters. And if you're also familiar in general with the other Comic-Cons, look through there, and most of the links will be set up through them as well. You can always contact anyone that's on there who's maybe knows them personally. Stopping up in here at Cadillac, Traverse City, just travel, have fun. But they said it best. You see someone that needs assistance, help. Put a smile on someone's face. It'll make them happy. It makes you happy. Makes other people who didn't even know they needed to be happy because they see what you're doing. Just make a world a better place and have fun doing it.
That's all we can do.
I mean, we're all kids at heart. Some of us, we forgot what that meant to be. We grew up and we didn't remember what fun is. And now we're maybe in our 40s, older, younger. Doesn't matter. If you can smile, if you can have fun, do it. Why not?
Every time someone calls me an adult, I remind them promptly that I collect comic books and my car looks like a Hot Wheel.
Well, hey, at least you said a Hot Wheel rather than a Matchbox.
Right, yeah!
And don't get me wrong, Matchbox is still cool and all, but it seems like
Aren't we
a lot of
all?
people, a lot of people forgot what a Matchbox is. You know,
Right.
go figure. But all right, I thank you guys both for joining me. When you reached out saying you'd like to be on the podcast, I had to get you both together. Two different branches together for the same cause. It was inevitable.
Hey, no problem.
Yeah, no problem.
The
Thanks for
Dave and
having
Dave
us.
show.
Oh, anytime. And if you guys would like to go ahead and come back on for any other time, I have no problem with that. I will be seeing you at the Pop Culture Fest, of course, and definitely at the Comic-Con as well in Grand Rapids for David as well. I'm
Nice.
I'm going to go. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. I will go. So,
I haven't been to Grand Rapids yet, and it's on my my bucket list to do.
Oh,
well,
David,
when it's
you
time.
need to come, man. We would love to have you.
November usually is when it is, so you have plenty of time to get prepared for it. Put a little
Oh,
slush
yeah.
fund up to the side, and who knows? Maybe even join up with their coalition and kind of do a branch one as well. Bring both cars. Who knows, right?
Oh yeah. We all work together.
Exactly. You know.
Yeah, come on down, David. We'll torture some people.
Right. They
And
would
maybe
know
get
how to handle us.
and maybe bring the wrestling ring as well. I'm kidding,
All
but that
right.
would be cool. That would be very cool if they actually said yes to that. You know.
Right.
So, all right. Well, this comes to the end of our show today. If you'd like to stay in after the studio when we're done, by all means. Make sure to like and subscribe, share, of course, with our show at any time. If you want to listen to us, we are both on Spotify and download Spreaker, powered by iHeartRadio, and episodes every 2 weeks up until our 9th episode, and then there'll be a small break. Season 1 will be over. Other than that, everyone, have a great day and smile, believe, create, and enjoy life. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Are you interested in cosplay, currently a cosplayer, or have an experience you wish to share? Want to be on the show? Simply text, email, or send a message on our Facebook page. I can't wait to hear from you.